What is up, legends? It's your boy Scion. We're back, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about how NeuroCloud works, my feel, and all this, because obviously it's about to be a done deal anyway, and I'm not going to be able to do anything else, which kind of sucks. But it was fun, and my initial thoughts is that this game is kind of a little bit of a balancing act on what you want to do and who you want to build. Major hint to who I want to start with. I don't think it can I make her any bigger on the screen right now? Hubble is who I want to start with, because Hubble pretty much, you can base whole strats around her and not care about the rest of the team. Obviously, you're going to need to protect her because she's not a tank or anything else like that. But you can limit build most of the characters in this game, and I only went to stage 211 on the beta because I'm gonna end up getting burned out, because I got pretty far in the Chinese version, and once I started doing this again, I was like, I can't do this 4 times, because it'll be 4 times. I did the beta in China and then the actual live in China. Now we're in beta in CBT. And what usually happens with me with these games is I flat burn out at that point in time. So I was like, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to build characters and have fun and look at characters I wouldn't normally do, which is what I did. And this is what you guys see what a max character looks like. This is kind of what a max character, I didn't do intimacy because that's intimacy, and you get some extra stats and stuff on this, but you reach a point where you get a new splash screen, which is what this version of Hubble is, and she pretty much gets the solar system surrounding her, which is pretty lit. You see my neural expansion is at max. You see her attack growth is a S rank, which is amazing. Her hash rate growth, which is also attack, is kind of like magic attack. If you're wondering what hash rate growth is, it tells you right here. Basic attribute determines the damage dealt with some skills. Physical defense. If you just ever want to know what something specifically is, all you really have to do is just come here and then it'll tell you. So everything is pretty simple, so you don't have to be like, well, what does this do? What does this do? All you have to do is just come in here and then look at this little magnifying glass, and you'll be fine and good to go. So as far as the characters supersede what the roguelike part of the game is, because the roguelike is just always going to be there, and then they start giving you detrimental debuffs as well. And you just need to build around it and use characters that can kind of influence that, so to speak. So with Hubble, because she has Astral Oblivion, which could take half the damn map and drag stuff to it, what you can use is has a CC, position, and DPS all at the same time. She does true damage, and she has the opportunity to actually stun them, which makes things a whole lot easier for a very long time in the game. I don't think I actually, even when I was in chapter 4 going on 5, I was still using her the same way and doing and that's pretty far. You're thinking that chapter 4, that can't be that far, but that's actually after a month. It takes a long time to actually play this game. This is not your mom and pop. I know some people are just gonna be no-lifers and probably do it in 3 or 4 days, or just play for 72 hours straight and stuff like this. For the rest of us who like to go to bed and want to go on a date or something like that, that's not gonna happen. This is gonna take a while. It's just the way the game is, and you can't auto roguelike choices. You can auto the fights, the individual fights, but the roguelike choices, you have to physically go through all of them and do everything. So the baseline in all of this is, okay, so you have your DPS that you're all around. You need to have a wall that they're not, if you protect something, they're not going through that. And Evelyn does a very good job of that. However, you don't necessarily need just Evelyn to do that. Mostly any tank in the game can do that, but what you have is you have tanks that are straight DPS tanks, which Evelyn is kind of like a mix in between. You have straight walls, which essentially I think you get for free. I can't remember or not, but I think you do get her for free. Then you have the characters that you just naturally can get easily, like Scion, which are like HP tanks, which they need. What they need is they need time to build up and ramp up, and that's what usually like most of the baseline characters. And you do have Persicaria. Now, she's a healer. Now, the thing about her is, let's say you don't get any good like healer, you could use her for a long time because the game has a event that basically builds her up over time. So she becomes a character that can easily be built and be strong and heal and get everything else like that. So she can be one of the first characters that you can max freely, because they literally give you an event that can help you max this character freely. So it helps out as well. As far as team balance, what I go with is I want two people who are going to defend, which is V. And V is a weird sort of character because V is a ranged melee unit. She's going to be like in the front, so to speak, but she doesn't necessarily have to be. You can use her anywhere and she's going to be able to hit from range. It's just the way that this unit is. And now you can see like her attack growth and hash rate is about the same thing. But the really good thing about her is she has a Freaky Mass Show, and Freaky Mass Show can be put anywhere on the map, and it does the same thing pretty much. Well, it doesn't drag in, but it does the same thing pretty much of Hubble's special, is without the dragon, and it's going to cause damage overall. So if you give her at a good high attack, you can do both of these back to back and wipe a whole map out, basically. So if it's a hard fight and you're facing like a boss that's trying to take you down and kick your butt, throw V out there with Hubble, if you have them, of course, and you can wipe a whole map out with those two characters. It's pretty, you don't need strat, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. They can both kill the entire map. If there is a chance that for whatever reason you're not living through things, what you can do, one is you can go to healers, or you can do a healer support build. Now, you don't get the build, so to speak, like that, but what the game does, it'll randomly give you buffs, and you can kind of push yourself and refresh a little bit during a stage into buffs, and have your support buffer, which is usually the squiggly line character right here, when it looks like this, and they can be a spot healer basically, and you can speed them up so they just straight spot heal everybody who is low every time that they buff, every time that they do stuff like that, which is what I was doing with Banksy for the most part. And that'll help you get through content and sustain when you start taking heavy damage. You can just basically have like your main healer be doing the AoE heals and heals where they need to do it, and then whenever your support character or your supporter buffs and stuff like that, or maybe like some defense, maybe they'll throw out a shield or something like that, you can have sustain. Because what ends up happening, which I'll go in, I'm probably going to run out of time soon, so if I get kicked, I'm sorry, because this is like literally at GG at this point. So let's head into here. Now I'm completely overpowered for this because I was building stuff for fun and just trying stuff out. So this is not going to be a very good choice for, show of what actually happens in the game, because they're too strong. But what we're doing right now, like you can just literally see Hubble just being Hubble. And like I said, she has like the planets around her right now. And that's because she's just the way she is. So what you can start doing right here is when you start getting into your roguelike builds and stuff like this, you can start heading towards helping out. So survival instinct is like whatever. All right, so now we have supporters. Rapidly increase every time the unit dodges or max attacks. So we're specifically worried about her. So let's get a function Again, max out the unit's dodge rate of all allies. Again, that helps out with buffs, and that helps out with your sustain, because now everybody's going to be dodging and not necessarily taking damage, which again is a different type of way that you can actually do it. There's multiple ways that you can go about sustaining your team to make sure that you don't actually take damage. And there's a such thing as DPS makes you take less damage as well too. All right, so long range unit falls, that's not really helping. Medic uses any skill revitalize. This helps enhance healing, which buffs up the area. So we don't care about recovery because we're not taking damage. We're gonna go into the trading area, and again, we're looking for stuff that will help our support build. This is just in case we're doing that, or you can go for something that will help out with your healing to get you sustain if you know your DPS is fine, but you're having a trouble surviving. So over here again, enhanced healing, medic stacks, that's pretty useful. We have enough coin for that. What's this over here? This is upgrade. We don't really need to worry about that, so let's go for medic stacks right now. So that we already have 6 and 9 right now, which is pretty good. We can leave. I could also refresh that. So now anomaly, we don't know if that's going to actually turn into anything, so we don't want to do that. So I'm going to soak this for as long as I can, guys. Just see how long this server actually stays up. When ally fall, this is just the upgrade on that, so we can just go ahead. Now we want to go to conflict zone because that's going to give us a better chance of stuff. Now, what I can do, because I don't want to deal with this, right? Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna show you the power of what I'm talking about. Well, they just died right away anyway. But she dragged everybody back and nuked everything, basically. That's just what she does. So when she has her special, and once you build to a point where she just gets her special like all the time, usually you just wipe maps. She's the first character like that, by the way, in the game, where it just becomes like that. So wall break stun is really good. Stuns a target for 5 seconds during wall break, during which the target takes 70% to 100%. So every time you break through one of those little walls and a thing like that, it becomes a stun. Exchange a function card, obtain efficient. Let's do protocol. All right, so now we have trading area. We only have 40 right now, or conflict. So let's go trading area and see if we can get something. All right, so healing hands at the start of battle. Medics heal the ally at the lowest HP. So this is good again. Sustain number, just if you're taking damage and stuff like that. And then it has 50% off because we used the buff before. So we're gonna go with this. So again, we're going with the whole thing of, you know, helping your team. You don't have to actually do this. This is just a strat. Like if you're fighting a stage that is really detrimental and hurting your team, and you're like you find it tough to actually push through with a DPS and stuff like this, you can go more DPS, but usually majority of the time what ends up happening when you go more DPS is you just don't live long enough to do the DPS. So what I do is I just go for a way to actually lower the damage that is done to my team and basically be able to heal through it. So it's up to you. If like whatever works for you is what's going to work for you, but I found to actually complete stages is a whole lot easier without anybody dying or even coming close to dying. This works really well. So I hit that refresh again to see if I get anything good. We got kinetic decay. If I do it again, it's going to take 5 this time. We have pain, that's not helping. Long range takes less damage against the tank, which is okay, but if your tank is fine, your tank is fine. But nothing here helps. And then you have protocols right here. And then the protocols is kind of like an overlapping type of thing. All allies take damage equal to 10% of their max HP at the start, but have their increase. It's like they give you negatives, but they also give you positives. So it's up to you if you want to actually do that. Like this right here, the hash rate, that's cool and all if you can heal through all that. So I'm just gonna show you in concept what that basically means. So we're gonna just take less HP overall, but we can heal through it. So now we can go into this. When you don't need to heal, you can upgrade your build. So we know that we're going to be taking some extra damage like this. So survival instinct. Nah, advanced preparation. Let's do this. All right, so we know that's a boss, and we already know that we're going to be taking a little bit less because of the protocol that we just did. And then you also have overclock. Now, overclock unlocks, well, 2.9 or 2.10, and you can increase the HP of all your dolls right here when I use my currency. If I have currency, restore HP, get double the amount of coins and stuff like this. To get the next one, you see is 2.15, 3.8, stuff like this. So you can start using your coins and stuff like this, but you should be fine anyway. So I went with the protocol because I know already overpowered is. It's just the extra DPS, which is fine. And we're out. And she got the MVP because she just broke, so. And now I just go in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep going. Because it's fun. So you can get the initial concept. So they are on top of buffs right now. That's annoying. So that's a big GG on that. All right, so now they're starting off with Sniper, which is interesting because Hubble is my strongest character and she's also Sniper, so we can let it rock that way. Now this is a tiered type of one where you just straight go up the tiers. You don't have to actually have a choice and you just keep going through. When a melee unit fall in battle, I don't care about that. Lifesteal? Sure, let's go for lifesteal. But in concept, everything still works the same. You want to just go for whatever is beneficial to the situation and whatever's happened to you. If you're getting beat up defensively, you go more defensively. If you think you're fine, you go offense. We don't need Desperate Assault, but we'll go 2 damage. Now, essentially what I have right now is I have one person in the front, which is my tank Evelyn, but I have 4 characters that can hit from range. So NV will actually initiate and move towards a melee as well, even though she's ranged. But that allows me to just hit everything on the map and it doesn't matter, which I find works perfectly. So we can upgrade our true damage right here with V, which... Alright, we don't need this. We can just go full DPS. Well, the allied falls, so we're still going into this. We'll go into this. We don't need this, but I guess they're going to force us anyway. Now, you're probably noticing that I'm not using flexible strategies because I don't have to, but for the most part, what flexible strategy actually does is kind of like a stopgap. Like if you feel that you're going to be in trouble for something, you can Cyclone, Gust, and put a character in the air so they don't, get that much in trouble, or you can do it, see, like it just helps out overall. Rapid Recharge will make an auto skill come out quicker, which is super useful, by the way. Like if you want to nuke with Hubble and it didn't kill everybody and you just use Rapid Recharge to do that ish again. And Teleport will allow anybody who's melee to just get to like whatever annoying unit. Like if this unit back here where I'm pinging is super annoying, just go back, they go kill it real quick. You also know that explosion, Hubble does like a mini explosion on top of what she normally does, so that's really good too. Inflicts additional damage, emergency defense. We don't need this, but it's good to have that just in case something bad happens. All right, every stack of revitalized. We can go for healing. Why not? And that boosts stuff up. And now we're at the boss again. And that's a big GG. Yep, yep. V's natural damage is what causes her to actually heal on top of everything else. It's one of the reasons why she's good, because she'll stand and block stuff and heal at the same time. All right, so this is actually pretty good. I get to show you guys this. Now, what they do in this is what they usually do is they'll just let you use one unit where you have to actually use strategy. Okay. Then you have to do this with this character. Now, the first one that you do with this will stress people out, because you have to build him properly. Can I switch this? Oh, I don't have any. How did I do this before? I guess it's just, I don't remember what happened with this, so I guess this is themed. This is spoiling, but yeah, it's theme. Music is sad. I think, nah, that's telling you too much. I'll just let it rock. I like the music though. He doesn't have his passive. All right, so back up 3 unit, cool. All right, so back to what we're doing. Current protocol. Shield order now generates additional attack. All right. What does that do? Oh, all right. This one, I keep giving you guys situations so you get used to it, and you get used to the way that the presentation and reverse healing. When temporary robot destroyed, oh, nice. That's actually really good. Deep diagnosis. I only have 2, so we gotta do this. All right, when specialists buff or debuff, they heal. This is what I was talking about, the spot healing right here. So we're gonna do that right now. And then what you can do with the specialist is, if you get the card to actually speed up a specialist, what they'll do is they'll actually spam single target healing. I had no choice to take that. Remember, you don't have to necessarily keep anything. You can get rid of stuff too. We don't need that. Any units deal 100% more damage to a melee range unit. Recover HP. Oh, that is actually crazy. That's amazing. There's no way to die now. Deep diagnosis, upgrade a function card. We need, where is that one? That's already max. Yeah, we'll just do that one. I don't think there's any way to actually take any damage right now. Like, look at them. Imagine if I was just about to say, imagine I get the shield on stuff. Bruh. So this is definitely a take no damage run. Increase the attack of her? Why not? Upgrade the function card because we don't need the heal. Let's just make that even crazier. Now we got 2 gold cards already. Oh, we get gold cards here. So I might have 3. The AoE is gonna be crazy on this. Let's just do that. Oh, that's annoying. Just blow this up. They had walls around them. That sucks. All right, well, we can't do anything about that. We gotta take that. Deep diagnosis. Upgrade a function card because my build is nice right now. Let's go for that. Function library. Makes use their auto skill start have a healing effect increased. Specialists grant 3 to 4 stacks. We can upgrade this. Obtain a random function card. Let's go for it. Hash rate stacking. Nice. Again, we're going to go for this because we're going to upgrade another function card. And what I normally do is upgrade the stuff that does stuff for everybody. And then if I need to focus on a unit, I'll focus on a unit. Let's do this one. I want that conflict zone, so let's upgrade another function card. Let's do this one. Bill looking nice. So I can make that 4 to 5 seconds. Let's do this. Now, right now, there's like there's 0 way to die. They had that AoE tower. I don't want to deal with that. So we're gonna upgrade another function card. It doesn't even really matter at this point. We're kind of like unkillable. That's a GG. I think we have we done enough, right? I think you guys get the thought process and all this, like what I'm trying to do, why I'm doing it, how it works. Like it's very intellectual, but it's not hard either, which is pretty fun. You also want to pay attention a little bit to your housing area, because it's going to give you resources and buffs for items that you're going to need, like your stamina and your coin. That will help out as far as building your characters. And of course, just, you know, max and do stuff. Now, as far as the banners, in order to get Hubble, just to let you guys know how my summons went, because I have every character in the game except one, I believe. What ended up happening is, as far as me summoning her, I only got her twice. I summoned 600 times because we just have enough currency to actually do that. And she only came out twice in those 600 times. So that's the rates. The other currency came from me actually building her with the currency they give, and then I actually redeemed her twice. So we'll see if we can get her to come out again. It doesn't like really matter because I already have her maxed, and this is the end of the beta anyway. None of this counts. Oh, so she came out again. That's the third time that she's come out now. So that's like 630, 640 that I just did. So we'll just consider this like summons practice, because I have the currency and it's gonna go away anyway. So we might as well just mess around and use it, right? Yep, she came out again. So that's 4 times now at 670. Actually, 680. Five at 720. I mean 710. $730. We're also getting other characters as well. And 760 now. I got her a lot. Not using her. You see, we're up to the redeem right now, where they force you into that. So we'll just do that. So we'll stop prompting. So I duped her 3 times on the pity. I should get, was that 6 now? Seven. Or it could be 8. 7. We'll just say 7. Eight. It's gonna expend it all. I'm rushing because I don't know how long this is gonna stay up. It should already be gone. Yeah, I think I'm just getting lucky. It doesn't count when you do the pity, even though I pity 4 times. So I got her 4 times on the pity. 9. And granted, this is the only thing that I've really been messing with. So I wonder if I'll actually, because I'm about to reach 1,000 total summons in this, and we're at 9 of them. And countless other characters have come out, by the way, too. I'm not even counting them. That's 10. With 50 left before we got to 1,000. Because the reason I'm saying 1,000, because I really had 1,100 summons, but I did stuff over here too. About 100 over here to get him, even though I never used him, but I still did it. So we ended up getting 10, basically. And let's finish out the 1,000. See what happens. Not counting the times I pitied, which that was 5 pities. This is just sort of math for the people who like want to know what it took. That's 11 now. All right, so she came out 11 times in 1,000 summons. So what is that, 1%? Yeah, because 100 would be 10. So that's 1.1%. What's the rate? Hold on. Video's over, by the way. We're pretty much done. I forgot how to look at the rates. Overall probability. That's 1%. That's actually 1% on the dot. That's amazing, not amazing. All right, so I will catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to just show it. This actually is sponsored, by the way. But I just wanted to just show you the facts, keep it real with you guys so you know what you're getting into, and give you all the things that you need to succeed in this game. And I hope I did a very good job of that. Just keeping it real and pointing it out. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace and have a good one. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.